Hey, I'm Brian, and this is Jumper, our foster greyhound who, as you can tell, is a little overweight. So in this episode of The Greyt Show, while we work to slim her down, we're going to discuss what the appropriate weight of a greyhound should be. Jumper is finding this hot summer evening particularly difficult because she weighs 94 pounds. Even our black dog Mate, whose coat absorbs all the sunlight, isn't as hot as her.
I'm gonna get her wet.
We understand this foster dog comes from a farm that has dairy cows, so she got fresh milk on a regular basis. All of her extra weight is too much for the heat and humidity of an Iowa summer. We have got to slim her down. Her belly doesn't even have that greyhound tuck that arches up to her back legs as you would normally see. She is shaped like a lab. Greyhounds should not be shaped like labs. It's in their genes to be skinny and lean. They just have a different anatomy from other types of dog. She is the heaviest we have ever fostered. We arranged to get her together with Star, the smallest greyhound we have ever fostered. Jumper has 40 pounds on her. When we first got Star, she was seriously underweight. She had been found running down a gravel road and had clearly been starving while on her own. We've since put pounds on her, but she could still use a few more. As you can see, there's most of her spine still showing and her hip bones are pretty prominent. A little bit of fat, a little bit of muscle would be good to add here. But her foster mom, Pat, is working to bulk her up. It just takes time. If you've seen the last few episodes of The Greyt Show, you'll know her story and you'll understand. There's quite a variation in size between greyhounds. Wilson is one of the tallest that I've ever had, and Star is one of the shortest. So there isn't really a standard weight in the middle to go for, but there is a shape. Jumper is about the same height as Mate, so we will use him as a frame of reference for her. He's about the average height for a greyhound, so he may be a good reference for you at home as well. In doing my research for this episode, I found that the general consensus is that for a healthy retired racer, you should be able to see these last 4 or so vertebrae. It's also good for the tips of the hip bones to be visible, as well as these last few ribs. Reminder from earlier, greyhounds are naturally skinny, lean, and aerodynamic. Whether you have a tall 80-pound boy or a short 55-pound girl, the last 4 vertebrae and the very tops of the hip bones is what's regarded as the best way to judge what the appropriate body mass is for your grey. When they are first retired, there is obviously a lot of muscle mass that will go away over time as they take over your couch. The bone visibility I mentioned takes that into consideration. What is important is that I do not allow all of that muscle mass to atrophy. Even though Mate loves to lay on the couch and Jumper is roaching all over the place, I still need to engage them in some form of regular physical activity. Not only is this good for their physical health, but their mental health as well. It also provides valuable bonding time between you and your grey. Jumper loves to play with toys in the backyard and is always eager to go on a walk, which has helped reduce her body fat. Over the 4 weeks we fostered her, she dropped 13 pounds. She gets 2 cups of food twice a day, same as Mate, and I'm sure it helped a lot to completely cut out the dairy. Of course, she still has a few more pounds to lose before her last few vertebrae and hip bones poke out, but her belly now has the greyhound tuck, so I'm happy. Now it is time for this episode's photo finish. Jumper loves to lay on her back and roaches all over the house, so I've selected this picture of her and will be posting it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I encourage you to reply at Greyt Show with a picture of your grey roaching with the hashtag #PhotoFinish. Now that Jumper is at a healthier weight, we can discuss why her eyes have looked so unusual during this entire episode. She has a condition called pannus, and in the next episode of The Greyt Show, we're going to go to the animal eye clinic to discover what that's all about. A link to that episode as well as the previous can be found over here. Down below is a link to subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also follow us on social media at Greyt Show. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.